Hello and welcome to TIA, Technology and Arts. My name is Andrew. If you're like we are here at Technology and Arts, you need a nice, pretty website but don't have a lot of money to spend on it. If this is the case for you, X10 hosting might be the way to go. X10 hosting is a free online hosting service, and today we're going to walk through how to use X10 with a custom domain so you don't have the bulky .x10host.com at the end of your domain address. And we're also going to install Wordpress on top of it. To do this, I'm going to assume you already have your own custom domain purchased or acquired somehow. And I'm also going to assume that you have an X10 hosting, so we're not going to cover those. Over here, I've used Namecheap to get my personal domain. I've used andrewbharmon.me. And now we're going to scroll down to name servers, or DNS, whichever your service allows for. And here we've got Namecheap Basic DNS. We want to scroll down so that we can use a custom DNS service. This is going to be name server 1. We'll point it at ns1.x10hosting.com because we're using X10 hosting. And then we'll point the second one at ns2.x10hosting.com. It's pretty simple. We'll click on the green check over here and wait on it to save. And now we're going to hop over to X10 hosting and set the rest of it up. And the first thing we need to do is add our custom domain. So if we come up to the Domains tab here at the top, we're going to need to add a new domain. Make sure that the Park a Domain option is selected and type in the domain name that you've just pointed at X10 hosting. So for me, again, andrewbharmon.me, and we'll add it. We're going to allow it to load. Once it's successfully loaded, you'll be kicked back out to this screen, and we'll come back out here to My Websites. Now we've got no websites here created, so we're going to need to add a website. And since we want to use WordPress on top of X10, we're going to come over here to Software and Script Installer, and you can just type in W and it'll pull up WordPress for you. Now right here, this might be the most important part. You need to make sure that your custom domain is selected. Otherwise, you'll install it on a default domain that X10 generates for you. We're going to leave this blank. We can skip through here. We need to put an admin username and password in. I'll just use mine. And then put in your email down here at the bottom so it can redirect emails to you. And we'll hit install script. Assuming that everything has worked correctly, you'll be booted back out to this screen. And we can continue to My Website. Be met with this screen, but you can manually code your website this way, or we can come up to the browser, up to the URL bar, and type in the name of your website, /wp-admin. Here you'll be asked to log in. It's already got my login information, and we'll log in. And this is how you can customize your website. Now if I go to my custom domain, it'll pull up my WordPress blog, and it might take a while for this to load. X10 does take up to 48 hours to load, so you might not see this right away. Give it a while, but it should load decently quickly. As always, we hope you enjoyed listening and most importantly, learned something new.